So it's been a while since I did a video about gang stalking, but I thought it was about time because I'm very proud of a Drazdia, or a Mary. She's been standing up very well to a lot of psyops meant to make her paranoid, meant to make her crazy, meant to make her afraid of going outside, afraid of doing this, afraid of doing that. And these psyops are being performed in order to um, cause her to act in an erratic way, to cause her to look crazy, okay? And she's been handling it very well. And I just wanted to say that, I'm very proud of her for doing what she's doing, holding up the way that she's been holding up. Now, when I was first targeted, or at least when I was aware that I was first targeted, it was in around, I'd say 2017 was when people made me aware that I was a targeted individual. Okay? That's when I was made aware. I was probably targeted long before that. Now, I know who was doing the targeting. Okay? The targeting was being done clearly by my former employer. Okay? Now, these different troll farms, like what you have to understand is ROTC is nothing but a troll farm. Somebody made them aware of me because they weren't having success. Okay? Now, Chief Handler, now the same trolls, the ROTC trolls, it all started with Ice Queen. Ice Queen was the first one. Okay? And another gentleman or I don't even know if it's a gentleman, but somebody called Russian Robot and Ice Queen. They were the first ones that began, and it revolved around the young lady that I was friends with. That they did eventually turn against me. They were calling her a number of racial slurs and trying to get me to be ashamed that I was friendly with her because of her race and ethnicity, and that I should denounce her because she was non-white and all this other stuff. It didn't work because I don't care, okay? That was how that started. Eventually, they did turn that person against me, okay? It doesn't bother me because apparently that person, I think the last thing I said to them was that they should be thoroughly ashamed of the way they treated me. And I stand by that. And if they're not thoroughly ashamed by the way they treated me, if that doesn't make them ashamed, although I do have on good information because I had friends of mine, I don't watch anything by a lot of these people. I don't watch ROTC programs. Someone I know watches Adonis Paul. So sometimes I'll be made aware and I'll, throw it on or whatever. But now he blocked me because he's a wuss. And I'll say something in the comments or something. But I don't watch the ROTC trolls. And the trolls are the shows themselves. These are just troll farms. That's all they are. If you look, Adonis Paul is a troll. That's all he is. He's a troll with a show. What he does, he terrorizes Mary. He terrorizes her. He threatens her. He flat out lost his shit because Mary rightly reported somebody that was threatening her. Okay? That's what you do when people threaten you. See, these people like to pull shit. Now, this is what happened with my former employer. What I had to remember is the trolling always intensified the more I went after my former employer. Okay? I had to remember that because it always revolved around my former employer. But now they know I broke. All the people they put against me, all these trolls, all these people, I broke everything. And I'm not even saying these trolls know what's going on. Because I think what happens is these trolls are made aware of certain people by other people. I do believe that there are people that are paid to make other people aware and paid to do this. I know what my former employer is capable of because I talk to former colleagues of mine. Former colleagues of mine are the ones that I have watching these programs. Some of the former colleagues of mine are very adept in, behavioral profiling and things of that nature, and they're aware of the psychological tactics that are being used by these people. They just don't work against me. Another thing is, when they went against me, they didn't understand I know a lot of the games that they play, and I own my own I own reality on reality's terms. You can't fool somebody that lives in reality. You can fool these people that run to God or run to the church or run to politics. Nothing is sacred to me. That's the whole thing. You can't fool a guy that lives in reality as reality is. You can't fool somebody like that. Now you can fool somebody that prays to God all the time and runs here and runs there and hides behind this specter and that specter. Can't fool me. Okay? So with my former employer, they didn't stop the fact that now that COVID is lessening, it's falling back. I will be organizing meetings between all of the former employees and current employees, if they wish, and the clients that have been so horribly wronged, as well as certain political people that I might be able to get a hold of that might wish to attend certain things. The fact is, they don't know who they're screwing with in this regard. I don't give up. And you thought you would break me. What people don't understand, the young lady that was turned against me, that didn't destroy me by any stretch of the imagination. I was highly concerned about somebody I thought was a friend of mine. If they're not a friend of mine, it doesn't really matter to me. They're nothing to me. If they chose to be nothing to me, or if they were nothing to me from the beginning, they were nothing to me. And that's all they are, is nothing. They don't exist. And that's the fact, man. That's the fact. These trolls, that's the whole thing. These trolls, people that ever watched my interaction with these people, they don't matter to me. And people would threaten me. And what did that do? Did it intimidate me? No. But then again, I'm not a defenseless woman like Mary. It didn't intimidate me. One of my favorite experiences when I was homeless was occasionally when I was homeless, a lot of people would harass me. A lot of people would throw things at me from cars. And there was one time when this person threw a handful of change at me, right? Or something. I don't even know if it was change. I think some of it was change and other just random shit, right? And hit me in the back of the head with it while I was walking down the road. They drove by, wham, threw all this crap, hit me in the back of the head, okay? So I'm walking, and I noticed the car stopped at a convenience store, okay? So I pulled the son of a bitch out of the car, and he's there, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And I made him beg me for his life, right? See, the thing is, people don't know the people that they're screwing with until they find out. And that's the thing, is, some people are capable, more capable than others, of resisting psychological warfare, of resisting propaganda, and of actually, defending themselves. And I think they're finding that out with Mary, too. I think they're finding that out with Adrasdia. Adrasdia is not breaking. Is she? No, she's not. She's not breaking at all. She's resisting. And I do think that one of the most important things to remember is all of the targeted individuals do need to stand firm together, okay? And resist together, because the trolls certainly stand together. Okay? And that's all for this video.